I normally don't speak on Indian politics or any politics. Okay, I just give an opinion on a small little issue and I leave it then and there itself. Okay. However, given the fact that I have an Indian passport and majority of my friends are Indians, okay, majority, and also in my WhatsApp groups, I have so many Indians. I felt the need to address this. It's because the WhatsApp and all that feature has just started, the groups have just started, that maybe this is the first major issue where people have very strong opinions, okay? But in all my years, I've never seen so much of, so much of opposition, so much of hatred, it's split right, either one side or the other. It's either left or right. It's either opposition towards this cab bill or this cab or this other NRC, whatever shit. They're either speaking for or against. And what makes me shocked is educated people, okay? Polite people, nice people. They have become absolutely berserk, violent. They have become crazy. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like all of a sudden you've just opened a can of, Steve Austin says, can of whoop ass. It's like they've transformed into this green monster where on one side you're like, yeah, it's very obvious. If you're Hindu and you just have to ask two questions to any person to know where they stand. Number one is, are you a supporter of Modi? Okay. Second one is, are you a Hindu? So either of these two questions you can ask. I normally start by asking, are you Hindu? First one. And second one, are you a supporter of Modi? And when they give the answer to these two, I know for a fact which side will they be on. It's very obvious. Okay. Because if you're a Hindu, you'll support all the laws that promote or support Hinduism, okay? And Hinduism is totally, not all, but dead center against Islam, okay? And it's not all, mind you, it's not all. I know a lot of Hindus and Muslims who are very good friends who just don't care about this issue, okay? Means not care on the issue is they don't have any hatred towards each other. So that's my first two questions I ask. And the second part is, if you are in the minority, that is, you're a Muslim or you are a non-Hindu, what do we call that, non-Modi supporter, anything Modi does, people are against him. And he primarily has been focusing against Muslims, okay? Now, what is my stand? The question is, what is my stand? I just tell people, listen, let's focus towards unity. Let's focus towards friendship. Let's focus towards, goodness and good things in life. Now, for example, let's say these refugees from Bangladesh, Afghanistan, wherever they come, Africa. Okay, if they come into the country, let's assume they come are they coming to my area? Are they taking my jobs? Are they harming me, my family? No, they are not doing anything. If you have millions of refugees who are coming in, okay, let's have a uniform policy for all refugees, for all nationalities, for all religions. Let's not have, okay, we are okay with Pakistanis as long as it's Christian, Hindu, Sikh, only one. Why do you identify someone? It's like me saying, I don't mind any nationality as long as he's white. I don't mind any nationality as long as they have a vagina. Come on, man. What the fuck is this? Either you have straight right in the middle, okay, we don't get along well with Pakistan, so we ban Pakistani people coming in. Okay, I can understand that. Let's assume you say we don't want refugees coming in at all. Fine, I'm fine with that. But you're identifying one community You're identifying one set of religion. Why? What logic is this? See, I'm an atheist, okay? I was in a Muslim country, Arab Muslim country. I have seen the best Muslims, I've seen the normal, I've seen the worst, okay? And personally speaking, among all the religions, I find Islam to be extremely strict, not just strict, I find it slightly primitive. Okay, for example, one man can marry 4 wives, a 40-year-old can marry a 6-year-old or 8-year-old girl, stoning someone to death, chopping their hands, chopping their legs. If you're Shia Sunni, you take a stone and you kill, honor killing. Now, I give you some of the problems of Islam, but this doesn't mean all the Muslims follow that. This doesn't mean everyone who follows Islam does this, okay? There are so many. There are some Muslims who I know who have tattoos. There are some Muslims who I know who only want 1 wife. They don't buy into this 4 wives. I know there are some homosexual Muslims. I know there are Muslims who say, no, we follow Islam to the T. We don't have tattoos, we don't smoke, we don't drink. We just do good for others, we pray. So there are so many types. But even though I have, I don't agree with their philosophies, and all Muslims are not bad. Some of my closest friends, I've told you this, my closest friends are Muslims. My mentor of 16 years, Mohammed Murad, Emirati local, Muslim. He is the most amazing human being on the planet. So, there are so many types of people here, come on. You can't differentiate based on the color of your skin or on a nationality, particular religion. See, let's keep the rules uniform. That's all I say. What do I mean by keep the rules uniform? Okay, say Bangladesh, I'm sorry, people from Bangladesh cannot come in, will not give them visas. Fine, I'm okay with that. Full country. Single passport, all religions, all nationalities, all genders. Okay, China or Pakistan or whatever. But don't have this. We don't mind you people, but from that people, Christians, Hindu, Christians, Hindu, Sikhs, Jain, Buddhist, except Muslims. No, that is wrong. That is wrong by any standards, okay? And here's another thing. Why are you fighting? Why are you having these arguments? What do you achieve by that? I had people who left the group, people who are like 40, 50 years old, mature people, whom I assumed were mature, because I said that, I want unity, I don't like this scab and all this bullshit. Oh, I didn't know you're anti-something, he said. And some of them gave me bad words. And some of them just left the group. So it's like, even on my videos, guys are like, stick to your topic, leave the topic for adults to talk about. Why are you the authority on politics? Are you a professor of geopolitics and your name has been recognized by Harvard, as one of the greatest intellects? People should have an opinion. Different people have different opinions. I have people in my group who support Modi. I'm totally okay with that. I have people who totally hate him. I'm okay with that. Some people admire Rahul Gandhi and say he's the epitome of greatness. I consider him a class clown. Okay? But still we are friends. I mean, we can talk to each other. We can agree and we can disagree. But just please, I would request you, please stop forwarding. You get forwards. Stop forwarding all that shit for example, you have a JPEG image. You can write whatever you want over there. That doesn't become the truth. You can take a JPEG image. You can morph people's data. You can, graphically, with graphics, you can change people's face. Deep fakes are there. You can put someone else's fake. You can put Modi's face on somebody else's, and they'll give out some stupid message. We have seen murders and killings in India through WhatsApp because of false information being shared. Stop doing that, please. Stop sending forwards to incite hate. Okay, it doesn't make you a very intelligent person, makes you a fucking prick. Okay, let's look at Reuters, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera. Check all these channels, verify the information whether it's true or false. Okay? Have a healthy discussion. But don't fucking have hatred, man. Don't fucking start making groups. And then you have this retardation on Facebook. If you support CAB, if you support Modi, you're not my friend. Unfriend me. And then you have other side. If you do not support Modi, and if you do not support CAB, unfriend me. There are even idiots who send me this message. Loy, do you support Modi? Do you support CAB? What? I don't have fucking time for this. I want to make money for me, my family. I want to take care of my future. How is this cab, taxi, Uber going to fucking pay my bills, man? And the best and most important question to ask you, are you fucking focusing on your career? Are you focusing on your growth? Are you focusing on your education? Or are you fucking wasting time on all this shit? There's this idiot in my fucking group. Okay? He didn't have a job for months. But he busy forwards shit on WhatsApp. For me, it's no problem. You want to forward. As long as people are not complaining. He got booted out of one group. Now it seems he opened up a company. Okay? From not getting a job anywhere, he opened up this company. Fine. Instead of focusing on his business, he is busy sending messages forwards and constantly debating and arguing with people. How do you have this fucking time, man? You know, if someone is focused on his goals, on his dreams, on his project, on his work, he doesn't have time for all this shit. Like when I'm doing my work, I have to give 100% attention to my work. I don't have fucking time to... because I'll tell you this. If you're focused hardcore on a task and you want to achieve incredible results, you only focus on that. The minute you take your attention to answer a WhatsApp or an email or distract yourself with something, means you're not giving your best to that task. And it takes, for me, generally it takes 10 to 15 minutes to get back into the groove. So it shows you're not putting your heart or your soul into it. It shows you're fucking jobless. Look at the guys who are in the protests, the students. They're protesting, they're throwing rocks, they're spoons. Okay, fine, they are fighting for what they consider right. You tell me this, if you were running a business, if you had a family to take care of, would you be protesting? Would you be throwing rocks? Would you be setting fire to buildings, cars, buses? Would you have time for all this? Or would you just go, do your work and go back home? And then you get these actors, actresses who say, oh, you're cowards and all that. I'll tell you, if you get yourself mixed into politics, you can shoot yourself in the fucking foot. I know there are some people who, very brave, very respect. You stood up for this, you boycotted this. Yeah, you'll get respect on social media, but you can say goodbye to your career. And then nobody will fucking remember you when you're a nothing and nobody and when you don't have money. When you don't have money, nobody's going to fucking care. I always tell people, please focus on your education, focus on your growth, focus on your family, focus on increasing your bank balance, focus on good things. You know, I just open up my fucking WhatsApp and 1,000 messages. I have to scroll. What the fuck is this, man? I don't mind. You can chat and exchange and it keeps my groups alive. I have no issues with that. But it clearly shows your priorities, because I just know one thing. The people who are focused on their goals, the people who are productive, who achieve success, they don't have time for all this shit. That is why, whether it's Salman Khan, whether it's Shah Rukh Khan, whether it's these established actors and actresses, they don't get involved in all this shit because they know you can't keep either side happy. You have to choose one. So, best keep quiet. Mind your own business, earn your money, and take care of your family. Throwing stones, protesting. Who has time for all this, man? This is a political game. The only winner in the end are the politicians. Instead of focusing on the economy, instead of focusing on employment, instead of focusing on education, there is more anger and furor over this Hindu-Muslim thing than there is on girls who are getting raped, then on unemployment, then on the dying economy. People are not having jobs, no protests. Girls are getting raped, hardly any protests. People are losing their money, nobody cares. Oh, Hindu-Muslim, come on, let's... How does it benefit you, man? I just find people so uneducated, so stupid. I would rather spend time to figure out how I can get 40-50% more income and earn money than do all this shit. Trust me, in a few months, this issue is going to die out. Okay? You just ask yourself in the end, how did it benefit you? Okay? Mark my words, in a few months, this is not going to exist. It is just a political game to divert your attention by misleading. Look here, look at my hand, look at here. So you're not looking this side. So Modi is getting your attention to Hindu, Muslim, terrorism and all that. But on issues that matter, the economy, jobs, unemployment, education, health, all of a sudden that is not important. What can you say? This is why some people are very successful, very few, and the rest are all fucking idiots. I can tell you without a doubt, the people who are focused on this issue, who are busy doing all this arguments on WhatsApp and Facebook, unfriend me if you do this, all fucking jobless. The ones who have goals, who have a focus, they don't have time for this shit. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm very interested to read what you have to say. And yes, those people who say, leave these topics of adults to adults. Loy, stick to your professional line of work. Don't. When you open your mouth on these issues, you sound stupid. Yes, you're the authority, global authority on politics. I'm sure. If you really want information, please read, educate yourself. Go to somebody who's educated. Like, there was this video from a lawyer from a high court. He explained this beautifully. So read Wikipedia, study it. Don't share forwards of videos or talk and all that, TikTok and all that bullshit, and JPEG images. Find out somebody who understands law. Have a conversation with them. And if you're so passionate about it, then form a judgment. Don't do all this bullshit on groups. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off for now. Take care.